It does all of the things that people want it to do. It does worse. There are other fonts that do it better.
This is like the third time we had to record this.
Hey, what's up, press? Wrong show. What's up, Animation Nation? It's your boy JJ, back at it again. Today on Voice of the Nation, we're gonna be answering the question, what do you like the best about fall? And I'm gonna try my best to answer this question while the people off camera are being extremely distracting. All right, so my favorite thing about fall is daylight savings time, because I don't understand how it works. Only America does it, except for that one state. I don't understand, how do we does the sun stop moving for an hour? Or does it just Barry Allen just pooh? I don't know. Also, this is off topic, but I also don't understand magnets. So if somebody could put in the chat, explain magnets and daylight savings time, that would be great. I'm JJ.
Hey, I'm Meg. The thing I like best about fall probably has to be that it's sweater weather. I mean, the fits always go crazy in fall, and you can wear basically whatever you want. It's the perfect weather, and I think that's my favorite thing about fall.
Anyway, hi, my name is Griffin E. Brandon. My favorite thing about fall is Halloween. I mean, obviously, right, guys? You get all the best candy, and I get to wear costumes of my favorite characters. Like this year, I'm gonna be Kyojo Rengoku from Demon Slayer. It's gonna be fun. That's all I got.
Hi, I'm Andrew, and I don't know what my favorite thing for fall because I have a ton of things I like. I mean, first of all, I like the different color leaves like these up here, like just seeing all the trees changing colors is very pretty. And then I really like some of the fall food, like obviously all the pumpkin themed stuff, and then also the apple cider, can't go wrong with that. And then the last thing I would like to say is just all the fall seasonal anime stuff that comes out. Like this season is just jam-packed right now. So just watching everything in this great season, I really enjoy it.
Hello, I'm Donovan, and my favorite thing about fall is really just the weather, that it's that middle ground between warm and hot, so that you don't have to especially if for us guys, you don't have to take off a bunch of layers of clothing if it gets too hot, and then you don't have to bundle up if it's too cold. It's just that great middle ground right there. Also, it's flannel season.
Hi, my name's Justin, and for what I like the best about fall, I think my favorite thing about fall is just the general vibes. It's very cozy. Everything's very cozy and comfy. And even some of the spookier stuff, it's just really cozy and comfy, and I like it a lot. And I like chilling. And I like eating candy, like candy corn, can't get enough of it, and all this other stuff. It's a really comfy season, and I really enjoy that.
I'm Carson Zdroga. What I like best about fall is probably Halloween, if that counts. I don't know why anyone hasn't mentioned that, but you know, I like the Halloween season. Apparently Griffin did mention that and I just forgot. So yeah, but I also used to like participating in cross country when I was still involved in that in high school. You know, good times there, and I got to work out and build a sweat, you know, so that's what I like about fall. Halloween, and you know, in my past I liked cross country.
Hey, I'm Billy, and this is what I like about fall. So all the rest of the people here have gone and said what they like about fall, and I'm gonna be honest, I would have said just about anything everyone else said, but something I wanna say in particular is I love the fall color scheme. I think it's probably one of the better color schemes out there. It's just so nice, so warm, so good. I love seeing all the landscapes and stuff with the fall colors and all the trees changing color. And yeah, there's some really great pictures. I saw one on Twitter earlier today, really good. I love the fall color scheme, it's amazing. Anyway, yeah, that's all.
Hi, my name is Fran. I think my favorite thing about fall is just the weather. I really like cold weather. I've never been a summer person, and you know, look how cute this fit is. I wouldn't be able to wear this in the middle of summer. Oh, sorry. In the middle of summer.
Leave it out. Say what you want.
That's all. That's all I really wanted to say.
We're just gonna end it off with that just so you like you did it.
My favorite thing about fall is blood. Anyway.
Blood.
The different color leaves here. What are you guys doing?
No, keep going. You guys are pulling forward.
You guys are gonna make noise.
You're gonna flip over the table.
Okay.
I'm gonna let go, and you guys are gonna fly back. That's the thing. I didn't even want to do tug of war.
Yeah, you guys are gonna cause damage by doing that.
Yeah. Anyway, Andrew. Sorry.
All right.
Hi, my name is Justin, and I love fall. I love the food, I love the weather, I love the clothes, the colors, I love all of it. But there's one thing that's always been sort of lacking, and that's fall-themed entertainment. You've got your classics like the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving special, you've got a whole host of spooky movies to watch around Halloween, but those can feel out of season once November starts. Even some of the newer media like Spookly the Square Pumpkin is made for little babies, and you won't catch me watching that kid stuff, except when I do. But one piece of fall media stands out above the rest. The epitome of fall vibes to me is Cartoon Network's Over the Garden Wall. I'm gonna rewatch it this month, and I hope you do too. Here's why. Over the Garden Wall aired from November 3rd to November 7th, 2014, and was Cartoon Network's first experimental miniseries. The story follows two half-brothers named Wirt and Greg who get lost in a forest called the Unknown and are trying to find their way out. They are occasionally helped by a woodsman and a talking bluebird named Beatrice. Beatrice claims to have been cursed to be a bluebird, and that someone named Adelaide can both undo her curse and show her the boys the way home. As they travel through the woods, they find a wide variety of places and creatures, each with their own charm. Now, the plot synopsis is well and good, but what makes it so special? Why should you watch Over the Garden Wall? Well, to put it simply, it's the vibes. They're immaculate. Everything is amazingly autumnal. The character designs, the soundtrack, the color palette, it's all perfectly cozy. even when what's being shown is decidedly uncozy.
Has anyone come here today?
Nay, Auntie, not a soul.
Then no one shall be devoured alive tonight.
That's the other thing. Over the Garden Wall is not a modern autumn story. It was made in the modern day, that's true, but make no mistake, Over the Garden Wall is an old fable. It doesn't just have the aesthetic of early 1900s Americana, it has all of the bite of the stories they told to children at the time. The main villain is one of the most sinister in all of animation, the antlered silhouette known as the Beast. He's a manipulative spirit, a being of the forest. There's old witches, magic, and morals. People die in this series. Like, die. No Shadow Realm, no ambiguous fall, straight up death. It's not afraid to get dark, and I love that. Actually, let's talk about the aesthetic too. It has one of the perfect aesthetics for autumn, late 1800s to early 1900s Midwestern America. Each episode has a location that reeks of Americana. A one-room schoolhouse, a tiny farming town, a tavern, a log cabin, and so many more. Even the clothes of the main characters are old-fashioned. I mean, how many kids do you see nowadays wearing a cape? Just a little fun fact, Wirt's cape actually looks like a Civil War era US infantry greatcoat, which is yet again something that you wouldn't see someone wearing in the modern day. The composition of many shots feels like a landscape painting or an old photograph. The lighting is soft and warm, and the outdoors feels brisk and chilly, but the indoors feels warm and comforting. Rooms are lit by oil lanterns, fireplaces, and candles. The soundtrack sounds like the kind of thing you'd hear coming from a gramophone or something else equally vintage. The Pottsfield song is so delightfully quaint, it makes you feel truly welcomed to the tiny village. The vintage feeling of the instrumentals is also helped immensely by the amazing singing of Jack Jones, who won multiple Grammys in the 1960s and has been singing this type of music his whole life. Although the people who originated the music of the era Over the Garden Wall is based on are long dead, they got the closest they could. Even if you don't watch Over the Garden Wall, which you absolutely should, at least give the soundtrack a listen. It's really good. One thing that separates Over the Garden Wall from similar stories, if you can find them, there aren't many, is that it isn't a Halloween story. It's spooky at times, but it's not Halloween themed. The leaves have fallen and the nights are long, but Halloween isn't mentioned in the unknown. It's a harvest story, when the food is warm and the blankets are warmer. The winter is coming, so let's get some celebrations in before the crops are all gone. Halloween feels colder, less kind. Over the Garden Wall is set mostly during the day with friendly people who just seem to be enjoying existence. The unknown is an in-between place, both between summer and winter and between something else. The whole series feels like it's looking out into the woods in November and imagining what could be out there. It's an adventure, not a haunted house, and I love it for that. I haven't really been able to find anything quite like it before or since. I'm watching it this month, and I hope you do too. Have a happy fall, a happy Thanksgiving, and thank you for watching.
What's up, Animation Nation? It's your boy JJ, back at it again with another silly, goofy segment. But before I start reading the script, I'll let you in on a little secret. I'm running out of ideas. No. I was not prepared to do this today. I wrote this script literally 12 hours ago. To be honest, I forgot what day it was. What day is it? Then I woke up and I was like, shoot, I was going to give Justin a script for today's filming. But I wasn't too worried because I thought I could just pump out a new script and call it a day. Oh, what a fool I was.
You fool!
I don't know if you realized, but when this airs, it'll be November. As we're recording this, Halloween is next Monday.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine.
So, as much as I would like to write about The Simpsons doing a Death Note parody...
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Disgusting. The human race is 20 cow farts away from total extinction, and we deserve it.
I cannot. Then I thought about writing about a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, or whatever it's called.
Besides, she wouldn't try to trick me on a traditional holiday. This time I'm gonna kick that football clear to the moon!
You can't keep getting away with it!
But I didn't have a good enough idea to back that up. I have a list of anime that I could talk about, but Nick just did a Dr. Stone segment, so I don't want to make you guys watch another show.
You suck.
And I mean, you don't have to be so rude about it, but you're correct.
And Justin already called both Cyberpunk Edgerunners and Over the Garden Wall, so I am out of ideas. But I don't want to let the boys here at Ani Nati down, so let's see what I can fill 5 minutes with. Anime. The single most important thing Japan ever did, ever.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
According to a quick Google search, roughly 6,000 anime series have aired over the past few decades, and there are no signs of that stopping anytime soon. Anime used to be the weird thing that kids with headbands would not stop talking about.
About it at 6:30.
But it has quickly become popular around the world within the last decade. It's suddenly the cool thing to like anime.
I seen a thug Naruto running on Martin Luther King Street the other day.
So with so much anime out there, it shouldn't be hard to talk about at least one of them. Well, for me, it was, so I won't be talking about any show that's already out there. Instead, I will be creating my own.
What did you say?
You heard that right, weebs. I, JJ, am going to make an anime right here on Animation Nation.
That's impossible!
Now, I won't be writing any pilots or drawing characters, but instead looking at the patterns and trends that each anime tends to follow and creating a plot and characters out of that.
That sounds pretty boring.
Does that make sense? God, I hope so. Okay, let's start with the genre. To make things a heck of a lot easier on myself, I'm going to be making a shonen anime, as if the world needs more of those.
Can we get much higher? So high.
Anime is absolutely oversaturated with the genre, so it shouldn't be hard to copy a couple. To make a great shonen anime, we're going to need an energetic, positive protagonist. Someone that is loyal to a fault and is always getting into trouble. And because shonen is geared towards a male audience, the main character will be a boy. Let's give him some brightly colored hair and some article of clothing to identify him by, and we're good to go. Then we just have to Google a translation of a feeling into Japanese, and we have the name Etsuko, which means child of joy. Look up another translation for his last name, and we get Musubi, which is a playoff of Homusubi, who is a Shinto god of fire. So Etsuko Musubi, the fire god of joy. I'm sure he'll grow into it. Next, we need a sidekick of sorts, either a lovable animal companion or a fierce rival. Porque no los dos. We only need one name for this little guy, so we'll call him Suikuma, which is a combination of Suijin, the Shinto god of water, and Kuma, the Japanese word for bear. So a sort of water bear that can talk. Maybe Etsuko and Suikuma grew up together as a boy and his pet, and now they must travel the world in search for their true potentials. Ooh, yeah, now we're getting somewhere. Throw in a fierce female warrior for all the simps and a wise old man to teach the protagonist his ways, and we've got a great first season cast. But enough about the characters. We have to develop a story. Most shonen anime have the main character on a quest for something, whether that be a physical item or a position of power. And as we said before, why not both? We've had the One Piece, the Dragon Balls, and the Grand Hokage, or whatever Naruto is about. Let's say Etsuko is looking for the Wishing Star, which, as the name suggests, is a star that grants the user one wish. Both Etsuko and Suikuma want the star, so they're having a friendly competition to see who can get to it first. But what if there's someone else who wants the star, but for evil purposes? Some guy with a shadowy past that carries like a big sword, but he never uses it. Let's call him Aku, which literally means evil. So Japanese speakers will immediately know what this guy's deal is. Give him a black leather trench coat and sunglasses, and I'm just making Neo from the Matrix. Whatever, I'm tired, let's just roll with it. Now, the last thing we need to figure out is the setting. Are we going to go modern, or medieval times, or maybe the future? Let's have a little bit of everything. The story starts in a small, underdeveloped village, but as the characters explore the region, they go to highly evolved cities and ancient ruins. Sprinkle some magical creatures and a couple superpowers, and I think we have a good idea of the world. All we need is the name of the region. If Spy Family can add a T at the end of Berlin, coming up with a name shouldn't be that hard. But as much as I would love to call it Americant, let's put a little bit more effort into it. But not much more, because I need to be getting paid if I'm going to use my brain. Let's call the region Manerina. Yeah, Manerina. It definitely doesn't sound like an Italian red sauce that you dip fried cheese sticks into. So that's my anime. Etsuko Musubi and his water bear companion Suikuma must travel the world of Manerina in search of the wishing star. Maybe the hidden meaning of their names alludes to some secret, unknown power within them. And who knows, maybe the real wishing star was the friends they made along the way. Oh, right, a name. Let's call it Boy and His Bear. Yeah, that's kind of poetic. And one last quick translation turns that into Anoko to Anu Kuma. Has a nice ring to it. All right, folks, I'm tired, so I'll see you next time. Stay animated, or whatever we're saying now. Bye. Absolutely oversaturated. So most Shannon, who's Shannon? Carson. I'm not gonna blame Carson. I want to, but I don't think it's his fault.
Carson just said he thinks it's his fault, so we're going to blame him. He's absolutely... Carson has been fired from
Carson, boo.
I'm trying to say this.
More like car daughter. See the funniest joke because we're living like it's 2005 and calling someone a woman is still a joke and not misogynistic. Ha ha ha.
Yo, what's up? My name is Nick, and it's fall, baby. The leaves are changing, it's getting colder, and the holiday season is coming in quick. You know what that means. Charlie Brown. There's nothing that gets me more in the fall mood than a good Charlie Brown holiday special. And while a lot of people only care about the Christmas special, the fall specials are bangers, okay? They're great. So why don't we go over a few? First up, the tried and true, the classic. You know it, you love it. It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. I mean, every part of it is great. Linus being a little lovable idiot and waiting out all night for that great pumpkin, relatable. Charlie Brown trying to kick a football and almost dying, of course. Snoopy being shot down by the Red Baron and having to crawl back home across the French countryside, we've all been there. Giving kids candy, except for that one kid who you give rocks out to because everyone in town hates him. I feel that. There really is no beating this Halloween special. It's got everything you want, okay? It's got character, it's got jokes, it's got fun. But we can do better. Boom, a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. Once again, we start with the old football trick, okay? It's a classic. Lucy pulls it away, he flies 30 feet in the air and lets out a scream that is honestly worrying. Okay, Charlie Brown really should go to the hospital. That man is not okay. But who cares? Okay, it's Thanksgiving. All anyone cares about is eating food until they either fall asleep watching the big football game or die. So what's on the menu? Boom, we got pretzel, okay? We got popcorn. We got jelly beans. And of course, we got buttered toast, okay? But of course, you know, some people gotta complain being all, oh, where's the turkey? Where's the pumpkin pie? Bro, this is a better meal than I eat most days, okay? I'm a college student, okay? I have a meal plan. I still eat worse than this. You think that we're getting a turkey in this economy? No, I can't afford a house, okay? I can barely afford to live. And you want me to buy turkey on Thanksgiving? Take your bread and leave it, okay? It's mine, okay? You don't need that. If you're not gonna eat it, then I will. But, you know, eventually they all go over to Charlie Brown's grandmother's for Thanksgiving. Those greedy little jerks. Overall, though, a good special. But we can do better. Okay, what is Thanksgiving all about? Giving thanks? Family? Food? No. It's about America, baby. Yeehaw! And don't worry, Charlie Brown has our back with the first episode of This Is America, Charlie Brown, the Mayflower Voyagers. You know the story. All my boys, the Pilgrims, they pull up in the whip and show up in America, and they do nothing bad there. Like, nothing bad happens. The trip is like smooth sailing, straight across the ocean. Things don't break. There isn't famine and disease. Nothing. Just happy Thanksgiving times all around. Just kidding, okay? They land in America, and immediately almost everyone starves during the winter. Charlie Brown uses the word dying in this one. So that's cool. Like mortality exists in his world, and we should be worried about that. But don't worry, okay? They eventually meet some friendly natives, they teach them how to plant crops properly, and then all of them, they have a nice big feast. Absolutely nothing else happens. This is how the story goes. Charlie Brown would never commit heinous acts, such as spreading disease and taking land from the native people. He wouldn't do that. Not my Charlie Brown. Not him. He wouldn't. But for real, okay? These stories are made for kids, and they do what they need to do. They don't need to teach you history, okay? If you ever walked into a classroom during November and saw one of these playing, you knew you were in for a good time. Charlie Brown holds a special place in mine and many others' hearts. While the town may hate him, and can we talk about that for a sec? Because I mean, Charlie Brown gets so much, like who has rocks in Halloween? Who just has those in their house? Who gives them out? What sick world is he living in? It's not worth it. Why does Lucy try and kill him every year with a football? But honestly, I think that's what makes Charlie Brown what it is. There's so many layers to it. There's so much story to be told with lovable characters, with Linus being the college level student that he is, who still sits out for holidays. Okay, we love him, we stand Linus. And with Lucy just being greedy, I love greed, we all do. It's just something about Charlie Brown that I really think strikes the heart of the people, okay? We love Charlie Brown. And I really hope that you watch some of them. I hope you watch some of these specials this holiday season. Thanks for watching. This is Watch Mojo. If Freebird comes on, the rules of the road don't exist. There's no rules. I can speed.
All right, I'm gonna stop recording.